from my aspect, from last time we met, you know, that's vastly different where your chin's down in your chest, and now we've got your chin up, and so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. And as you start to rotate back, quite happy with that. We saw a little bit of lateral movement previously in the previous model, which then makes it very difficult to come back, and it changes the contact point of your ground on the ground. So, you know, that's a lot better. What we're going to work on today is the little Elvis move we've got going on through impact. Yeah. This left heel starts to come off the ground.
Oh, I see.
Now, even though it's not the be-all and end-all, but I'd like to see a little bit more pressure go into that foot.
Keep it down.
Absolutely. Which then starts to get some interesting shots, in particular with irons and longer golf clubs off the ground.
Right.
On a tee will be okay, but certainly the longer stuff off the ground will be interesting.
Okay.
And we'll talk a little bit about then...
I'm lifting it instead of flowing through.
Yeah. So we'll do some really, really tiny swings, and we're going to keep your elbows the same distance apart.
Right.
I know that sounds a bit strange.
Yep.
But as you start to come into impact, if I take some of that stuff away, at the point of contact, that's now bent, which leverage changes quite considerably, but we start to see the distance there changes quite considerably, whereas if we go back to the start, that distance now is a lot closer together.
So that should always be straight down.
Relatively straight down, yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, there's another extraordinarily good ball striker in the world that tends to look like that through impact, and that's Lee Westwood. And Lee's got some serious neck issues and injuries, but he looks like that at impact. He actually looks worse than that at impact with his head backwards, but he still hits it pretty damn good. So we're not going to argue that much about it. But if we can do a little bit better, that'd be awesome. And
keeping the foot down.
Yeah, and we won't see the dance move quite as much.
Yeah.
So we'll do some little work with pitching and things like that to get that understanding. And this one, we still saw the same thing, but it was already backwards. It was back here to start with rather than being on top of that left side.
Right.
So, all in all, pretty damn good. Yeah, pretty damn good. Much happier.
Oh, nice.
So, you can see that by some of the golf shots you're hitting, yes. You can also see the other stuff by some of the other golf shots you're hitting, the interesting ones. You know, your body hasn't done much here. It's just your arms ripping it through. Now we keep on letting you go with that movement, and there could be some little niggling injuries in an elbow and tendonitis and through your left shoulder and things like that, which we wouldn't like to see.
Right.
We keep it out just a little bit more and keep your body rotating through it a little bit better, and we won't see as much of that or potential for as much as that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Okay. Good job.
that's positive.
Let's keep doing it.